in about 3 weeks' time, I think, this lovely new album, Lily Bolero, will be coming out. And I expect you're wondering what it is. Lily Bolero was a song devised by Purcell, or Purcell, as the Radio 3 people sometimes call him, a great English composer who also wrote, well, just a whole bunch of stuff. And it was a song that went da 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 da. It was written like a folk song. It was originally political, but it was such a popular, memorable tune. It's kind of spread to the opposition. There was a battle between the Catholics and the Protestants, and I can't go into an English history lesson now, and I'm not really qualified to do it. But it started off political, but because it was a rattling good tune, and a rattling good tune will get you anywhere. Purcell's tune became Lily Bolero, a kind of rallying cry, but also something which I identified with very readily when I was a homesick kid abroad, because you'd hear it on British radio when you were very, very far away from Britain. You'd just hear this da 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 da. I just use it again because it's a kind of a rallying cry, and at this most turbulent of times, in early August in England in 2024, things are pretty turbulent. So it seems to be coming out at the right time, but believe me, I didn't plan it, and I'd rather it wasn't like this. But the song is kind of just started off on an acoustic guitar, like all good songs do, or on a piano. When I was first taking songs to a record company, an old record company guy called Fritz Fryer, who'd been in a band called the Four Pennies, and had a hit in 1964 called Juliet, took me in, and a slightly older lyricist I'd gone there with, and he gave me a cup of tea, and he sat and he said, "Play me what you've got," which is most unusual. We didn't realise how lucky we were. But I was 17, the tunes were very immature, they were a little bit kind of downbeat, as a 17-year-old boy's new tunes might be. And he said, "Look, I can't say they're great songs, but you're on the right track. If a song will stand up with the instrument you wrote it on and your voice, and it sounds strong, then you know it's all there. You know it's going to be very difficult to mess it up. I mean, people in the music industry still do mess it up, but you know, if it works with a piano and a voice, or a guitar and a voice, it's probably going to be all right." And I kind of knew I'd got a good one here, and so I haven't played it for ages. I'm really out of practice because I've been writing. String, how's it go? Sing me up from the yard, old boys, if I'm wrong about this again. While they pay for time for the same old songs in the Glastonbury rain. Because I have witnessed the great green witness with his sustainable car, as he introduces the new and useless Android rock and roll star. And then it's got a change, so it goes to this, which I'll very often do, as he introduces the new and useless Android rock and roll star. And don't come to me, 'cause they poisoned your seed. You got your car and a nice big TV. And it's Lily Bolero all over again. Cheers for the red, white and blue, and guide tugs for the stupid who never know what to do. It's Lily Bolero going around, anthems to brighten your day, from a politician who plays guitar. I've got a different line here. The politician who plays guitar, to a gallery of the great. I changed that line because I just saw a politician, an American one, playing a guitar with a rock group in Ukraine, and although I applaud that sort of thing, when you see a politician playing a guitar, like Tony Blair taking his guitar into Downing Street, I knew we were in trouble. When you know, do I go spouting politics? No, I don't, and they should butt out of music. And so I changed the line from a politician who plays guitar to a gallery of the grey. I changed that line to from a politician who plays guitar in that old blues semi-pro way, because they all do it, don't they? And it's just so dull, you know, it's just so dull. I'm not against it or anything, but you know, I'm English. I try and write English songs. I try and write what I grew up with, which is the Small Faces, the Who, the Kinks, the Beatles, you know, the great 3-minute symphony merchants. That's what I'm trying to do, even if I'm a bit rusty. And it doesn't take long to get a bit rusty, because if you're writing books, or actually I've been mixing tracks, but I haven't been mixing these, so I've neglected the guitar. You only need to leave it alone for about 10 days and you've lost it. So that's another thing you should be doing. I'll be talking about Lily Bolero a bit in the next few sessions, and I'll try and practice a bit next time. I'm pretty tired though, but I think albums belong to their time, and I think it's good that you make them in a shorter time as possible, because that way you kind of bottle the atmosphere of that time. What are they? What the Germans have a word for it. The Germans have a lot of great words for things we have no names for in English. Zeitgeist, time ghost, the spirit of the age. None of these things don't, but a zeitgeist. If you can write and record an album in about 3 or 4 months, you have bottled the time you're going through and the time the world is going through. And if you can get it out within about 2 months after that, then other people will hear it and they'll somehow feel it belongs to that time. Because if, like Tears for Fears say, or Fleetwood Mac or the Eagles, who spent so long doing an album once, I believe their record company sent them rhyming dictionaries as a way of giving a little nudge. You know, come on boys, can we have you off your sunbeds and into the studio? I like doing an album in, you know, in as quick a time as possible, but this one got interrupted by a tour, and yet somehow it retained its general cohesion, fluidity, whatever. So it actually sounds like an album, and there are many different things on it, and I'll be talking to you in advance about them a bit later. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going back to practice. All right.